Hey there, welcome. I'm Amrita from Artria Jewelry. Today we're going to make a quick pair of earrings to match an outfit before you head out or if you need to make a quick gift for someone. What we're going to be using here are two blue shell beads. You won't always get identical sizes because these are pretty organic, and so you get them as close to match as possible. When you're wearing them, you can't tell anyway. Then we're going to need two lengths of 3 inches each of copper wire, 20 gauge copper wire. And then you're going to need tools you will need are bail making pliers or round nose pliers. You'll need your needle nose pliers and you'll need flush cutters. So to get us started, what we're going to do here is take one of this and we're going to thread the bead on and then select which side you want as your front. And so I think I'm going to take this side as the front. We're going to slide this about midway up, and then you're going to fold the bottom of the wire up over the front of your bead. So you're going to fold that right over, and then you're going to hold that down and press this down. You could use your needle nose pliers if you need it, but this is soft enough not to flatten that against it. Then holding the bead down against this, you're going to take that wire that you just folded over and push it to the back like that. Okay. And then you're going to wrap that wire around the center that's coming out through the center of the bead. So you're just going to wrap that around, and this is where your needle nose pliers will come in handy. To get that tight bend right there. And then you keep pressing that down. You want it to be a neat wrap. And this is 20 gauge, so it is a little tougher than using a 24 or 26 thin gauge wire. And as you do each wrap, you tighten that one. And then you can just press that down gently. So I'm going to wrap this 3 times around. And once we're at the back, you're going to use your flush cutters and use the flat side of your flush cutter toward your finished piece and snip off that piece of wire. I would say put your finger like this against it so that the piece of wire doesn't go flying and hit you in the eye or get in your feet when it falls on the ground. I've been there, I've done that. Okay. So this is what your piece looks like. Now you're going to finish this upper piece to make the loop to hang the earring. So this is where I'm going to push the wire off to the side like that, and then hold it in your pliers. I'm using the bail making pliers and I'm using the smallest step there. Like that. And so you make your loop. And then again, you snip off the wire using the flat end towards your finished piece. And then you can use your needle nose pliers to tighten that. Okay, So you could leave this as is, but I'll show you a little trick to make this feel a little more finished. So we're going to do this with the second one as well. Again, slide it onto the wire about midway. Push this over. Fold that in, hold it tight once you've selected which side you want as your front. And then fold it over again and wrap this 3 times around that center wire, and use your needle nose pliers to tighten it as you go. And then I'm going to press that down gently to make sure that my wires are all aligned. And then again, now that I'm done with 3 coils in the front, I'm going to snip this piece off and close that out. There. And if your wire shifts on you, you can again press that in place. So there, that's the front of this earring now. We're going to do the same thing to create the coil on the top. You're going to use your round nose pliers or your bail making pliers and slowly, carefully make that loop. And wire is very forgiving, so you can adjust as you go. And again, I'm going to snip off that wire. And use your pliers here. So there, we have this pair of earrings, and you're going to, you could attach it to your ear wires as is, or you could create a little bit of a zigzag on the wire in the front to give it a nice pattern there. I forgot to mention earlier, you'll also need a pair of ear hooks for the ear wires for your earrings. I have a video of how to make your own simple ear wires, or you could get these again on my Etsy page linked below if you wanted to match your style of earrings. And if you were to order the kit, you will get a pair of these finished ear wires in there. Okay, so to give you a little bit of an accent on the bead, you could just take your needle nose pliers, hold it gently, make sure you're not going to scratch the bead in the back, and tilt this bead, the wire, like that. So I'll show you again here. And sometimes you might find a bent nose pliers will be a little better to do this. So again, hold that down and tilt. Twist your hand a little bit so you get that zigzag instead of a straight wire. There, it gives it a little bit of zigzag right there. Okay, so now we have these 2 pieces done. To attach your ear wires, you will twist the coil up. So basically hold it flat down like that and pull this up toward you. And then make sure the front of your earring is facing the front of the ear wire so that it hangs right when you are wearing them. And then you twist this back down. So we do that with this other one as well. Twist it up, slide this on, and then twist this back. And there you have it, a pair of your quick, easy earrings to make in 5 minutes. Thank you for joining me today. Happy jewelry making!